welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Carolina Panthers. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Now it's Newton. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
At the 42-yard line.
LHN on 1st and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You look at this Carolina defense. They were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try and run it like crazy? Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. And he'll complete this one to Barrios. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key 3rd down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football to be able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. Here's pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone, because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
31-yard line.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Marino here from the gun. Over the middle, complete. That's Smith. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line.
That's good for a Dolphins.
Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Now it's Marino. Got a man, it's Barrios complete. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Panthers nothing.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, The quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. The Panthers at 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they're hitting their stride of late. Winners of 3 of their last 4.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Check smash, Cowboy 80, Warrior 70, 60 Maverick, 60.
Now Newton. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there and couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
He was certainly quick to atone for his early game interception. Instead of making another mistake forcing something, he reset himself and found a lane to pick up the first down.
Throwing is Newton. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Panthers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Sheds off the tackle. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space, the big guys leading the way.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
7-7, our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Out of the gun, it's Marino. Short throw to Smith. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
A gain of 12.
Now Marino to throw it. Quick slant. That's caught by 5'11" Landry. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground, Achane. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Again, it's Achane. And he stopped immediately there. Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. From the gun on 3rd down is Marino. He'll try to pick it up himself, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. And his kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Use his blockers to get this over the 40. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Back to throw, Newton. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number 1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 21. A good pickup there, 22.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
At the 12-yard line. A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
2 minutes remaining in the 1st half. 10-7, our score. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. But he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
19 tight. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Warriors 70. Ready.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment that allowed the runner to make the big moves towards the end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
And especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Ready. 18 Cardinal. 18.
Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the 2 of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Here's Marino to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Marino looks to toss it again. Here's a diving catch right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. From the shotgun, Marino. That went out wide and intercepted. And the Panthers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And this has no chance. It's no good. Well wide to the left. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this third quarter. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26. Yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback, because I thought one of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33.
Let's go. Panther 60. Panther 60.
Marino will throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. And this would have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Touchdown, Carolina. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Panthers 21, Dolphins 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
First down.
To throw is Marino. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Marino sets up. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Marino. Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on 3rd down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stopped him short.
These guys running back out of the backfield. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So the drive will continue. After the conversion on 4th, they'll work from the 20 on 1st down. Up the middle, Achane. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This is caught. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Achane. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, They've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better exit.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. Now the try here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Panthers 28, Dolphins 10.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Marino. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Okay, ready? 18, pioneer. Let's go.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there at 21 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Dolphins' 27-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and 11 now. Newton now to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Mustang 19, Viking 18.
Play action. It's Newton. He'll try to pick it up himself. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Tag. Bronco 80. Let's go.
Now here's Palmer on the jet sweep. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
It's a loss of
a yard there, and now 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big, or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage.
Cody White from 6 yards away. And the Panthers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
35. Dolphins 10.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
So after a run like that, I would guarantee that the head coach is saying to himself, maybe even over his headsets to the rest of the staff, where was that all game long? We needed that. That's the type of run we planned for going into the game. Didn't get much of that, but let's move it forward. Let's build on it, get ready for the next week, and let's go play.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. Throw left side complete. That's Smith. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Touchdown Dolphins! From 13 yards out. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score Panthers 35, Dolphins 17.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives. And I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Carolina. Big play there with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Panthers 42, Dolphins 17.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. A dangerous return man showing it here. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. Panthers 60, Panthers.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short throw to Smith. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that will bring up second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And down inside the 15 he goes. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
That's good for a Dolphins first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Miami.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 72.
They'll set up a throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Panthers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in the second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with the defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
A pickup of 5 that time and a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They're like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
157 yards rushing for him in the ballgame now on 14 carries. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Ready.
Up to get. No, bottled up. It's out. It's loose. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football, so this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game.
On the jump. Ready.
Pitching it out to McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably